Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want is...
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards on the play, first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Lions' 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7, Lions nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Swift. Finding some room in midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Goff. Flush to his right. He's going to, and I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll try and run here with Swift. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the take.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Wilson now off the bootleg, rolling to his left. They'll find Everett there, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Makes the tackle. A gain of a yard.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a carry for Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed, getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Hey, alert three. Motion, you got tape. You got tape right there. Switch it, come on, switch it.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56 to Mike, boy. 56.
A shotgun snap for Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing on 3rd, Gone. Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Ties the game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Watch the pass. Good job right there. Good job right there. 53. Mike.
From the 38, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go. Second down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Lions 10. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. the gun. Goff escaping the pressure right. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Lions 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
56 to Mark, bro. 56. Check 56.
The final shot before break here. Goff eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check it out. We go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
For the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
At the 39-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the
2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Swain. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The Lion ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll buy some time right. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Lions 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Hey, zero. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike.
From the gun, Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Switch.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Just beating the play clock is gone. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Corey Willis. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 31, Lions 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, Swift, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
17.
On 2nd and 9, Goff buying time to his left. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Wide receiver.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Swift. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
A pickup of 2.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tyrell Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Lions 24.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Number 24, the
Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 28-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
We're good. Kick.
Goff on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Play action. It's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
It's just me and you. Mike Crusade. 6-man. Check cross. Good dash. Come. Now we go.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Goff throwing again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now it's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Goff eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Seahawks,